Check 1 2 3. Check 2 3. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. Again, I'm Wyatt Acapole. You guys heard me yesterday calling the men's volleyball game last night as the Cougars pulled out a 3-0 sweep and the win as Nick Breen last night got the kill to put the Owls of Warren Wilson College away. So now this morning, and or say this afternoon, we have the continuance of a very busy sports weekend as we have the first game of today's doubleheader between your Averett University Cougars and the Hornets of Shenandoah University. The Cougars The Cougars women's basketball team comes in today 3-18, sitting dead last in the ODAC standings, while they welcome in the Hornets of Shenandoah College, who are on a 3-game winning streak and right now currently sitting at 3-16 and sitting at fourth in the conference standings as we get closer to the conference tournament, with about 3 or 4 games left here for both teams. The Cougars will kind of look to finish out the season as well as the Hornets look to continue their win streak and climb higher in the ODAC standings, going into the start of ODAC play here. So as we get started here, as we continue here with the sports weekend so far, we're going to see what coach has in mind for today, as Coach Driver is definitely looking to get her team back in the win column and hopefully to pull off what would be maybe a little bit of an upset against the Hornets, who are sitting so high in the ODAC standings. So with about 8:05 left to go here on the clock before the start of the game, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back here with the start of the national anthem. With the national anthem and the start of the first quarter. I'm Wyatt Acapole. We'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a short bit with the start of the first quarter and the start of this game. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network again. I'm Wyatt Acapulco. I was on last night, and I'm glad I'm back here with you with you guys for the start of this doubleheader. And the first game, which is women's basketball here in the Grand Center here at Averett University. First starting for the visiting Hornets of Shenandoah University is number 1, Emily Williams, a junior guard out of Thurmont, Maryland. Number 2, Maddie Kimball, a graduate student guard and out of Herndon, Virginia. Number 3, Tyrese Green, a senior guard out of Culpeper, Virginia. Number 22, Gabby Christofeek, a senior guard out of Newmarket, Maryland. And number 50, Shawnee's Kimball, a senior out of Chesterfield, Virginia. As Drew Wilson, our sports information director here at Averett University, introduces your starters for your Cougars. Your starters are number 5, DeSandria Gidgets, a freshman at Danville, Virginia. Number 11, Ja Brown, a senior out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Number 12, Mariah Eberhardt, a freshman out of Asheville, North Carolina. Number 13, Emma Jones, a sophomore out of Roanoke, Virginia. And number 24, Zaya America, a sophomore guard out of Williamsburg, Virginia. As we look to get this one going here in just a moment, both teams will come out of their huddles here as Coach Driver seems to be confident in her team this morning. This afternoon with this one about to get underway, and here are the normal five starters for the Cougars. As Coach Driver normally with the way that she normally goes about her putting confidence in her team, as the Cougars definitely look confident coming out of the huddle. As we'll get this one started here with Emma Jones at midcourt for the tip, as the Cougars win the tip, and America off with a fast break here as Jones immediately with a 3, and she splashes it home for the Cougars to give them a 3-0 early lead. As the Hornets bring it up, it's number 2, Maddie Kimball. And an immediate foul here on the Cougars underneath the basket. That'll be on number 11, Ja Brown. Kimball gets it in to Williams. Williams just a little miscommunication between her and Kimball. Just could not get the ball back in as the Hornets will retain possession. As Kimball gets it in to Green. Over to Williams. Williams gets it over back over to her teammate Kimball. Kimball no good there on the 3 as the Cougars come back out on the fast break. As Emma Jones with another 3, hoping to go 2 for 2 as she does, and she goes 2 for 2 from 3. As the Cougars get out to an early 6-0 lead here against the Hornets, as they get a fast start to this one here in this first quarter, as the Hornets get their first point to the board underneath the basket due to Shawnee's Campbell, a senior out of Chesterfield, Virginia. As the Cougars move it around here, Ja Brown over to Jones, over to America. America kicks it over to Mariah. Back over to Jones. Jones with a 3. She is hot from the arc, as she is now 3 for 3 from 3-point range. As the Hornets turn it over, as the travel call will be called on Tyrese Green, a senior out of Culpeper, Virginia. She'll get a foul. She'll get a call there. Well, the Cougars will get a call there, as it's an early turnover here for the Hornets, as it'll give the Cougars another possession. America over to trying to get it in, but just not able to get in as Jones back out on the arc. Gets over to Gidgets. Gidgets looking to drive in, kicks over to America. America from the arc. Another three-point shot goes for the Cougars. As America with a shot to continue the hot streak here from three. As the Cougars out to a 10-point early lead. As the Hornets get another bucket here, get back in this one as this number 2 Maddie Kimball with the 2 underneath. As Brown was started back out here for the Cougars on this possession, over to Jones, kicks it out, or hands it off to America, back over to Gidgets. Gidgets driving in on her defender. She puts one up, just no good. Off the rim though, as she'll fight for the ball and get the jump ball. As though the ref will give the ball back to the Hornets. It'll be a possession here in favor of Shenandoah. As Kimball will bring it up for the Hornets. Gets over to Green. And a foul will be called here on the Cougars, though, and the Hornets will retain possession. Kimball kicks it over to Williams. Back over to Green. Into Campbell, who puts it up and in for the 2 underneath the basket in the post. As Jai Brown will bring it up here now for the Cougars. Kicks over to America. America drives in, up and in for the easy layup as she just rolled that one off her fingertips. Campbell back up here for the Hornets. Kicks it over to Williams. Williams with the long 3, no good, off the back of the rim. As Campbell will put it back up and in, as she get the easy rebound underneath the basket here to keep the Hornets from getting out of this one. As Brown now trying to get in for herself, but just covered well by her defender. Jones kicks it over to Gidgets. Gidgets looking for the shot. Double teamed, triple teamed, as she gets the shot off, but not able to put it in, as the Hornets will come back on possession now with it. As Campbell, too strong, followed up by Kimball. Kimball with the layup. Sorry, that's not Kimball, that's Williams. Williams with the excellent follow up. Eberhardt over to Jones. Jones with another 3 tried, no good this time. As Gidgets, well done underneath, tried to get the ball from her defender, but not able to get it away without causing a foul. As the Cougars will make a couple of substitutions now, as Anna Dayback will check in, as well as number one, Carmen Moore will check out for America. Gidgets in, rolls to the basket, up and in. Easy layup off the backboard. Gives her team yet another bucket here in this one, as the Cougars now out by 6, though. Hornets with a fast break possession, though defended well here by the Cougars. Now fast break here by the Cougars, as Ja Brown kicks over to Gidgets. Gidgets with a 3 from the top of the key, as she gets the buckets, and the Cougars fired up on the bench as they are now up by 9. 19-10 as the Hornets need a timeout. We're going to take a break with them, and we'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a moment after the timeout. $100,000 on the beat. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network as the Cougars break out of their timeout. As we'll see the Hornets still talking it over as Coach Melissa Kraft talking over with their team and trying to figure out something that will slow this Cougar team down as they're out to a fast hot streak. Now on the floor for the Cougars is Ja Brown, number 22. Number 22, Nikisha Coleman. As Emma Jones stays out there, as well as Anna Daybeck and Carmen Moore. As the front five for the Hornets will stay the same. Back over to Teresa Green. She'll put it up and in on the fast break here coming out of the timeout. As Ja Brown will bring it up here now for the Cougars. Kicks it over to Emma Jones. Back over to Coleman. Back over to Daybeck. Daybeck just could not get that one open. Brown getting in. Double teamed as she puts one up just off the front of the rim. No good, though, as a foul will be called on Brown. And it will be a 1-and-1 here for the never mind, sorry. It'll be a foul on the floor here for the Hornets. As Kimball will bring it up here for the Hornets. Kicks it into Williams. Williams with a turnaround bucket off the glass. As Gidgets will bring this one up now here for the Cougars as they'll slow the ball down a little bit and get kind of back into their set that they've been working on. As Dayback kicks it over to America. America back in here for the Cougars. America back over to Keisha Coleman as Coleman will be called for the travel as she just picked up the ball here and took a couple of steps. Is now another turnover here for the Cougars. As the Hornets will bring the ball up here is Kimball. Over to Green. That's Addison Banks for the Hornets, and also Williams down who gets into Williams down low, who will be fouled here underneath the basket, and it'll be another possession as we'll say the Hornets will retain possession here with 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. As the Cougars double team Williams underneath. Another foul will be called here as the Cougars try to strip the ball away from the Hornets. Kimball gets into Banks. Banks drives in, puts it up, but is not able to get it up and in as the ball goes out of bounds, and there'll be a turnover here on the Hornets. So it'll be the ball in favor of the Cougars. Carmen Moore will be the one to get it in for the Cougars, who gets it into Gidgets and lets it roll a little bit before the clock starts here. Gidgets trying to get into Moore. Moore blocked as she will turn it over, and as Kimball will get over to Banks. Banks back to Kimball, back over to Banks. Banks with a three, no good, off the back of the rim, and down to Nikisha Coleman. Coleman back over to Skylar Moore. Back over to Skylar Jones. Back over to Gidgets as the Cougars turn it over again as Emily Williams on the fast break as she gets the easy shot from the free throw line to go, and it'll be a 30-second timeout here as we'll stay here. We'll stay here and we'll stay on as Emily Williams just able to get the open shot there on at the free throw line. As the Cougars come out is a little too fast. as Coach Driver is going to talk it over with their team, trying to get her team to slow down and to get back into the rhythm that they got into earlier on, as they were out to a 6 or 9-0 lead here in the first quarter. Even though with the Cougars still up by 3, though, it's still it's a tight game here between the Cougars and the Hornets. As Gidgets will kick it over to Skylar Jones. Screen by Moore. Jones rolls off the screen, and as she throws it up and in for the easy cash. Banks. Off the hands of Kimball and just out of bounds as the ball was thrown out here by Christopher, a senior out of Newmarket, Maryland, just not able to get the ball over to Kimball, as she threw it a little too high and out of reach. As the ball will be passed into Gidgets, as Gidgets will bring the one to bring it up over to Coleman. Coleman with a fake shot by Coleman. Oh, just a little too strong off the back of the rim, as the Hornets will bring it down again, as Green is one to handle it. Back to Kimball. Kimball with another easy shot for the 2. As Gidgets will get into America. Another turnover here for the Cougars on the travel. As Williams will get into Kimball. Kimball looks to slow down her offense and get them set into their set plays. So she gets it over to Banks. Back over to her teammate. That's Gabby Christopher with the open 3 as she ties this one up. All at 21 here with only 1:21 left to go in the first quarter, as Skylar Jones will bring the ball up here for the Cougars. Jones over to America. America defended well here by Kimball. As Jessica Littlejohn, who checked in for the Hornets, kicks it into Banks, as Banks draws the foul underneath on America, as she'll get 2 shots here underneath. As this will be the first attempt from the line for the Hornets. As the Cougars will make more substitutions, as Emma Jones checks back in for the Cougars, as well as Mariah Eberhardt. And it looks like number 14, Brianna Sams, will check in for the Cougars. One of those other experienced forwards here for Coach Driver's offense, as one of the key role players. And one of the key pieces for Coach Driver's offense, as Banks will knock down her first free throw, and the second to go, as the Hornets now have taken the lead, as Brown will kick it up to Eberhardt, back to Brown, kicks it over to Gidgets. Gidgets, who turns, spins, just not able to put it down, and rolls off the back of the rim. Kimball over Christopher. Back over to Littlejohn. Back over to Kimball. Kimball drives in, looking for a pass. Kicks it back over to Christopher. Christopher puts up the 3 just off of the back end of the rim. Not able to put it down, as the Cougars will have one last shot here before the end of the first quarter, as Brown kicks it over to Emma Jones. Emma Jones with the heave. No good, as the first quarter will come to an end. It's 23-21 in favor of the Hornets. We'll take a quick break here before the start of the second quarter. We'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network after a quick moment.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. If you're just joining us, I'm Wyatt Acapole. We're going to get started here with the start of the second quarter as Mariah Eberhardt and the Cougars will bring it in for the start of the second. She'll kick it over to Ja Brown, who gets it into Gidgets. Gidgets with the easy turnaround two-pointer out off the back of the glass, as the Cougars tie it up here to start the second quarter. As the Cougars get it easy, get a turnover. Gidgets with the fast break. As the shot goes up and off the back of the rim, just a little too strong for Gidgets. As Little John will bring it up and over the banks, over to Little John. Back over to Campbell. Campbell with the two-pointer off the back of the glass. Brown will bring it. Brown will bring it in for the Cougars. Brown kicks it over to Gidgets, who fakes a handoff as kicks out to Emma Jones with another three-pointer, and her another three-pointer is cash. As Emma Jones is 3 for 5 from the three-point line. As the Cougars get another turnover here, Gidgets with the ball and will get the foul here as she'll go to the line for her first shots of the day. And the Cougars' first attempt at the line for the game, as they'll look to add on to their already 1-point lead here. Gidget's first shot here from the line is good as it rolls around and goes in. Gidget's second shot will go no good off the front of the rim, which is not strong enough. As Campbell will get the rebound here for the Hornets. We'll get over to Kimball. As she's as Bayless is double teamed by the Cougars as they eventually cause another turnover. Gets over to Gidgets. Gidgets taking on Campbell. Campbell who fouls Gidgets on the way up and will get another shot at the line for two. Gidget's third shot here from the line today is good as it goes up and in. As she's 2 for 3 from the line today so far. And she's 3 for 4 from the line today as the second shot goes down on that attempt. As Kristofik will come in for the Hornets, as well as Green, and also Banks along out there to complement Kimball. Kimball over to Kristofik. Back over to Banks. Banks with a 3. No good. It's a little too strong, though. Oh, though Campbell able to get the rebound underneath the basket and put it back up and in here on the second chance try. As the Cougars bring it up rather fast. As a foul will be called here on the Hornets. Sorry, excuse me, on the Cougars. And it will be, another possession here for the Hornets. As Campbell will bring it back in for the Hornets. Kicks it over to Green. Lobs it in for Campbell. Campbell double teamed on the post. No good from the post, though. She grabs her own rebound, throws it up, and is called for the travel, and it'll be another Cougar possession. As they're able to get another turnover here off of the Hornets, as the Hornets here a little high on turnovers here to start this one before halftime. Brown, who's screened by Gidgets. Gidgets with a give and go, and a little too strong though, who gets her own rebound and gets a foul, and will go back to the line here for her third try of the day. As Banks will check out here for the Hornets. And it'll be Emily Williams who checks in for the Hornets as Gidgets knocks down her first free throw as she's 4 for 5. And the second shot is good. Swish, nothing but net. And she's 5 for 6 from the line today. So Gidget's one of the key pieces to this offense here early in the first half. As Emily Williams will control this one over to Green, back over to Kimball. Kimball with a 3, and gets it to go as her shot is bottoms. As the Cougars only now lead by 1, 31-30, with 6:30 left to go here on this first half. As Brown will kick it over to America. America drives in, double team though, fouled by Campbell on the way up, as she'll get her first free throws of the day here, and will go to the line for 2 shots. America's first shot, absolute cash as she knocks down the first shot. As number 23 for the Hornets, Sydney Shepos, the senior out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, will look to check in as America knocks down her second free throw. So she's also 2 for 2 from the line today on her first attempt. As Campbell will check out and get a breather here for the Hornets. Campbell will bring it up here for the Hornets, who is knocked out by America. Over to Green, as Eberhard will step in the passing lane and intercept that pass down low. As the Cougars get yet another possession here. Who Emma Jones, another 3-point look though, as she is blocked by Green. Green with the easy layup up and in off the glass. As Brown will bring it back down here for the Cougars. Off of that easy layup for Green. She'll kick it over America. America with a 3-point try, just off the back of the rim, no good. As the Cougars will retain possession here. Emma Jones with the rebound. Over to America. America defended well by Williams. But over to Skylar Jones, who checked in for the Cougars. Jones over to America in the corner as she's defended well by Williams. Though is passing up, who passes to Emma Jones and gets the shot off the glass to go as she is doing well here from the field so far. And Kimball with a long shot, almost from the logo, knocks it down as her shot is absolute bottoms. Brown now here handles the ball for the Cougars. Gets it over to Jones for another three-point try. No good off the front of the rim as the Hornets will get the rebound here as Kimball gets it up fast. Kicks it over to Green. Green up and in, and to go for the Hornets as the Hornets now get turned over to a 2-point lead here in the Grant Center. Jones kicks it over to America in the corner, in the right-hand corner. Kicks it over to Emma Jones. Kicks over to America, back over to Eberhardt, who checked in for the Cougars. As Eberhardt throws it up, no rim whatsoever. Though the Cougars get the rebound, and America with the three, who with the absolute three connects. As America after getting that three to go, gets the defensive stop for the Cougars. As Skylar Jones will now control the ball here, though she loses it off the turnover into the arms of Williams, who gets over to Kimball. Not able to keep handle of that one. As the Hornets will now slow it up for their next possession. As the pass is no good, off the hands of Green and out of bounds here. So it'll be Nikisha Coleman now checking in for the Cougars. Though as the Cougars will call a timeout here, we're going to take a quick break with them. We'll be back here in just 30 seconds out of the timeout here before halftime.
Avery because it was more of a second chance. They gave me a second chance to get an education and also play football. I had a situation happen at the beginning of the COVID came. I dropped out of school and I wanted to go to school again, get my education, and Avery gave me that second opportunity. So I took advantage of it, and I've been loving Avery ever since I came here.
And back out of here back on the Averett Sports Network after this timeout. If you're just tuning in here with this exciting one as the Cougars came out to a rather early 6-0 lead at the start of the first quarter here previously, as the Cougars will get it up here on their next possession. Brown kicks it over to Hill, or say more like hands it off to America. America defended well by Emily Williams. Kicks it over, finds Jones. Kicks over to Coleman. Coleman off the foot as she'll be able to get her own rebound. Kicks over to America, who is smothered by Williams. Kicks over to Coleman as the shot clock runs out. It'll be a turnover here for the Cougars. Chris Dufee kicks it in, gets it into Kimball. Kimball Kimball will be the one to get the offense going. Back over to Chris Dufee, defended by Emma Jones. Chris Dufee over to Williams. Back over to Green. Green takes the three and swishes through absolute bottoms as the Hornets take yet another 2-point lead here, 40-38. Nikisha Coleman over to Emma Jones. Emma Jones with a three of her own as she connects from deep again. As the Hornets bring it up rather fast as Kimball here will look to trade buckets, though was no good off the back of the rim as Gidgets will collect and bring it down here for the Cougars. Kicks over to Brandon Sams, who checked in for the Cougars. Over to Emma Jones. Emma Jones, who just did not see Gidgets running in the corner, throws it out of bounds. It'll be yet another turnover here for the Cougars in possession arrow of the Hornets. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was in possession of the Cougars. Then I'm sorry. Emma Jones, who though then turns it over back over the Hornets, as Kimball will control it. Kimball back over to Christofik. Christofik from three knocks it down as the Hornets continue to knock shots down from the arc. As Skylar Jones will now bring it up here for the Cougars. Over to Gidgets. Give and go to Skylar Jones, though she slips and falls. As the Hornets collect, and it'll be another possession, another bucket here from the Hornets with a minute 20 left to go here in the first quarter. As Gidgets behind the back and not able to handle it as she loses control, and Kimball will be the one to pick it up and control it. Nikisha Coleman well defended as the Cougars look to get possession, though, as Skylar Jones reaches in and causes the foul. As Skylar Jones and Nikisha Coleman will check out here for Ja Brown and Mariah Eberhardt. Eberhardt back in here for the Cougars as well as Ja Brown. So they're the starting point guard for the Cougars, and he's now back on the floor. As Emily Williams kicked it over to Kimball. Kimball tries from three. Absolute cash from three. As Sams will get it in for the Cougars over to Brown. As the Cougars are now down 48-41 with only 45 faithful seconds left to go here in this first half. Kicks it over to Gidgets. Gidgets screened by Sams. Oh, beautiful behind the back pass to Jones. Jones up off the glass then for the easy bucket. Beautiful behind the back pass from Gidgets. As Shepard will get it over to Kimball. Back over to Williams. Williams looking for Kimball, not able to get it to her as Banks will control the last seconds for the half. As Green will be fouled by Eberhardt. She'll go to the line with only 2.2 seconds left to go in the first half. As Green will throw it up and no good off the front of the rim on her first try. So she's 0 for 1 from the line today so far. On her second attempt, no good. Rolls around, but off the side of the rim. And looks like it'll be in possession arrow of the Hornets, as it was off the fingertips of Averett. She'll throw it into Green. Green throws it up as the buzzer sounds, and it'll be halftime here in the Grant Center in Danville. We're gonna take the half here. We'll be back here in a little bit with a few halftime stats and a little bit of a halftime show. We'll be back here in a little bit on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Wyatt Ockapole. I'll be back in a little bit to get things going and to give you some halftime stats.
Averett because I wanted to play golf at a collegiate level, and the offers that I got besides Averett, none of them really felt like home. And when I stepped here on campus, it just felt very homey to me. All the people is what really makes it special. All my teammates, all my friends that aren't on my team have really helped create this sense of belonging and family for me. I want to study in the U.S., so I chose Averett just because of the small community family they have here and all the great staff that I talked to before I committed.
Choose Averett was to continue my athletic career, but also the cultural change. So I'm from Sandefjord, Norway. I love that town, but once you're done with high school, there's nothing there for you. So going to the other side of the world and experiencing a new culture was very exciting.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
Welcome back to the Averett Sports Network here, just out of halftime and halftime warm-ups, with about 4:11 left to go here at halftime. I'm going to give you a little bit of a halftime stats here. So far, at least in points are going. Shenandoah is leading Averett right now, 48-43, coming into the start of the third quarter, as Shenandoah is also leading Averett in terms of field goal percentage with 58.8% from the floor, while Averett is doing well, doing a lot better than they have these days from the field, shooting 51.9% from the field. Though Averett, with that percentage is 61.5% from the 3-point line, which is the best that they've done in a really long time. So they'll definitely look to continue that here at the start of the third quarter, and look to get some more points on the board. While they're only down by 5 to the Hornets here, and then in terms of the categories of rebounds, Averett needs to get the offensive rebounds going, as they only have 2 offensive rebounds here They only had 2 offensive rebounds in that first half, while Shenandoah had 7, and Shenandoah also led Averett also with defensive rebounds, having 12, with Cougars only having 8 rebounds on the defensive end of the floor in the first half. So the Cougars will definitely look to get it, keep it going here in the first half, as they are only down 5, so they are not out of this game by a long shot. As Coach Driver loved what she saw in the first half, and she'll look to get her team going here in the third quarter, as the 2 teams will switch ends of the floor here. So on your right side of the screen, Averett will be on as the Hornets will be coming down to the left side of the court here. So we'll get this one going here in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a moment. As the Cougars and the Hornets are coming out of their huddles, and we'll get this third quarter underway here in just a moment. As Coach Driver, again, with her team, looking confident here to start the third quarter, as it looks like it'll be number 12, Mariah Eberhardt. It'll be Emma Jones, Zaya America, Gidgets, and Brown to start this third quarter here for the Cougars. As one of the assistant coaches here for the Cougars will talk it over with their third quarter starters, and as well as the Hornets coming out of their huddle, as it'll be Campbell, Green, Williams, Kimball, and Kafika. Sorry, not Kafika. Sorry, Christofik to start this third quarter for the Hornets. It's another great day here in the Grant Center here at on the campus of beautiful Averett University. As the Cougars will get in here, it'll be Eberhard kicks it into to Brown, gets it over to Gidgets, back over to Brown on the handoff, gets it over to Eberhard, over to Gidgets, who's defended by Williams rather well, who swings it over to America. America blocked on at the 3-point line, as Kimball will return on possession and control it here for the Hornets. Kicks it over to Williams. Back over to Campbell. Campbell with the up and easy layup for two. Brown. Over to America. Back to Brown on the handoff. Into America. Cougars playing a little bit of zone offense here, as the Hornets look to get a turnover here. Though kicks it over to Gidgets. Gidgets from three, but no good. As she'll throw it up a little too strong off the back of the rim. As the Hornets get into Campbell, over to Green, kicks it over to Kimball, gets it over to Williams. Williams trying to find an open teammate. Christofik gets it into Campbell, no good off the front of the rim, as Brown will now control it for the Cougars on the fast break here. Who kicks in, rather great pass here into Gidget's, double team though, and blocked on the 2-point throw up try for the throw up. As it'll be possession arrow in favor of the Hornets. As Kimball gets it over to Green, backward to Williams, back over to Kimball. Kimball with a 3-point try and absolutely connects from deep. As she continues the Hornets' hot streak here from the arc. Brown kicks it over to Eberhard, kicks over to Gidgets. Hands it off to America. America drives in. Gets double teamed though on the fake, but it called for the travel underneath the basket, and there'll be another turnover here for the Cougars, now down 10, 53-43 here to start this third quarter. As Kimball will get in for the Hornets, over to Christofik. Back over to Green. Oh, back over to Christofik. Christofik with the three, too strong off the back of the rim. As the Cougars, both America and Brown had their hands in there. And it will be a jump ball in favor of the Cougars. So the Cougars looked like they had a possession arrow, though it is in favor of the Hornets. As Emily Williams will kick it over to Campbell. Campbell, no good on the first try. On the second attempt, though, just kicks it out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover here for the Hornets. So it'll be another possession here for the Cougars. Brown will get it in on the screen by Gidgets. Swings it over to Eberhard. Eberhard thought she had an open three though, but doesn't try it. Jones says clear out. Tries to get over to Brown. Does. Gets it back over to Eberhard. Eberhard with her first shot of the day. No good off the back of the rim. Too strong. As it'll be off the feet of Gidgets, as another turnover here for the Cougars will give the Hornets back the ball, and Kimball to control. Campbell gets over to Christophe, gets over to Green. Green trying to find Campbell and does. Defended by Sams. Gets it back over to Williams. Williams fouled on the at the free throw line. It'll be a push call on the on the Cougars. So it'll be Christophe to get in here for the Hornets. Gets it into Campbell. Gets it back over to Christophe. Back over to Williams. Williams backing down Eberhard as Eberhard reaches in. And it'll be still in the possession of the Hornets as she tried to get her hands in there to create a turnover, but just could not get the call. As Kimball will get it into Williams. Williams with the open layup, with the open mid-range as she connects here from the free throw line. Another bucket here for the Hornets as they keep their hot streak alive. As Emma Jones now to control it for the Cougars, trying to find an open teammate, gets Eberhard open, swings it over to Gidget, screened by Sams. Gidget tries to get the ball into Sams. Sams just not able to control it, and another turnover here for the Cougars. Green into Kimball to control for the Hornets. As the Cougars will set up their defense. As Eberhard in front of Green. Green just throws up a wild shot. And it'll be off the fingertips of either Eberhard or Brown. And as the Hornets will remain in possession. Kimball overthrows her defender, though. Luckily, Green is right there to control it for the Hornets. As she backs off and resets the offense, kicks over to Kimball. Kimball with the long three and no good from deep as the ball won't even find the rim. Sams gets it into Brown on the turnover by Shenandoah. Gets it over to Sams. Sams looking for a shot. No, not there. Jones on her defender on Banks, trying to create some space for herself, but turns the ball over to Green. Gets into Campbell. Campbell, though, defended by Sams. Campbell shot no good on the second try, though. Gets a foul called, and she'll go to the line for a 2-point try. Campbell's first shot, no good from the line, so she's 0 for 1 here on this attempt. Campbell, second shot, no good off the front of the rim as the Cougars track it down and get the much needed rebound that they need to get back in possession. As Brown will get over to Keisha Coleman, who checked in for the Cougars. Back over to Brown, over to Skylar Jones. Jones, no good from the corner. As Banks will control it here for the Hornets. As Green will take a long shot here from 3-point range. As she's able to save it though, but into the hands of the Cougars. As Brown will get it over to Coleman. Coleman with a shot of her own, no good. Wild off the backboard. As the Cougars come out a little too fast there on offense, just not able to find the bottom of the bucket. Banks over to Williams. Williams thought about it there and said, I just better pass it off. As Kimball fakes on the three, gets over to Banks. Banks with the easy layup up and in. As Sams will get into Brown here for the Cougars. Coleman kicks it over to Skylar Jones. Hands off to Emma Jones. Back over to Skylar Jones. Screen by Sams. Trying to find an open shot. Nikisha Coleman does from the corner. And absolutely connects from the from three. As the Hornets, though, come back out fast. Looking to get an extra bucket here. Kicks it over to Banks. Banks tries for the three. No good. As Kimball is fouled by Brown underneath, so she'll go to the line with a free throw opportunity of her own. And it looks like it'll be a full slate of subs for the Cougars. Though it'll be a timeout before, so we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a moment. Out of the timeout here with 3:25 left to go here in this third quarter. We'll be right back here in a moment for what's left of this third quarter and the start of the fourth. As the timeout ends, I'm back here on the Averett Sports Network for what's left of this third quarter. It'll be Carmen Moore, Zaya America, Anna Daybeck, Mariah Brown, and Gidgets here in now for the Cougars. As the Hornets and Maddie Kimball will knock down her first free throw. Knocks down her second, so she's now 2 for 2 from the line on this attempt. As the Cougars will come back down to the floor and Gidgets to control. Kicks it over, tries to kick it over to Daybeck, but blocked by Williams there on the arc. Kicks over to America. America throws up a shot, absolutely no good over the rim, but off the backboard. A little too strong there on the shot. As Kimball will control it now for the Hornets. Banks in control over to Marmo. Back over to Williams. Williams too long on the three, though up and then a little beauty reverse layup here by Banks. As Gidgets will control the ball now here for the Cougars. As Daybeck fakes, but tries to get into the post, but is called for the travel. As Danny Marmo, a first-year guard out of Richmond, Virginia, and Midlothian, will also be in for the Hornets. As well as Shepos, as Marmos' shot is no good, as though Banks is able to track it down and control it here for the Hornets and gets to Kimball to slow it down with 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. As Gidget gets her hands in there, and a turnover here for the Cougars. Could find an easy bucket here as Gidget tries for the layup, just no good on the layup as the Cougars not able to cash in on the opportunity. Banks gets over to Marmos. Williams defended by America as Shepos try from the corner, no good. As Williams will throw it up, and there'll be a 3-point try here for Williams as she is fouled there on the floor by the Cougars.
Basketball Williams good. Averett foul charge number 24 is Averett, second personal, team's third.
As they'll be called on, as the foul will be called on America. And Williams knocks down her free throw, so she'll complete the 3-point play. As a minute 20 left to go here in this third quarter, as Brown will kick it over to America. Back over to Dayback. Dayback with her first shot of the day. No good off the front of the rim, and down for the rebound by Banks and Shenandoah to bring it back here for the Hornets. As Campbell will control it here and slow it down a little and to milk a little clock here for the Hornets. She'll throw it over the head of her teammate, though Banks kicks it back over to Campbell as Campbell knocks down the deep three here from the NCAA logo. A rather deep three, though, is now Averett wants to talk it over, and Coach Driver will be back here in a second to end this for the conclusion of the third quarter. And the start of the fourth. We'll be back here in a moment on the Averett Sports Network. $100,000 on a beat. Back out of here, out of the timeout here on the Averett Sports Network, as we'll see the Cougars now on possession as Carmen Ward will kick it in to Ja Brown. Brown gets over to America, swings it over to Jones. Jones finds Brown. Brown with a little shot fake, kicks over to Moore. Not Moore, sorry. Yeah, kicks over to Moore. Back over to America. Over to Jones. Trying to get a shot off here is Emma Jones. The step back, take the three ball, as is no good off the front of the rim as the shot clock runs out. And the Hornets will bring it down on the defensive rebound. Kimball with the controlling the clock as Banks will throw it up here to end the third quarter, and this is no good. And we'll come to the end of the third quarter here in the Grant Center at Averett University. We'll be back here in a minute with the start of the fourth quarter as both teams will talk it over here, and as the score is still 67-46 in favor of the Hornets. We'll be back here on the for the start of the fourth quarter in just a minute here with a little bit of update stats here for you. As we see the conclusion of this first game of the doubleheader here in the Grand Center today.
Averett, because the first time that you talk to the coaches here or any of the staff, they're just really sweet and really helpful, and you just feel like you're going to be family once you come here. It's going to be your second home away from home. And what makes Averett so special is just the one team feeling, how there's so many different teams on campus, but we all stick together as one team, and the one team feelings makes you feel the best.
back here on the Averett Sports Network as we'll get started here with the fourth and final quarter of this one. As we'll see the conclusion here is the Hornets up over the Cougars by a score of 67-46 with 10 minutes left to go in this one. And it will be possession arrow in favor of the Cougars. As the Cougars still down in terms of field goal percentage. As Gidgets will get in here for the Cougars. Spins, throws it up, no good. As the Cougars they'll get a rebound. Second try attempt, third try attempt. Mariah Eberhardt finally puts it away for the Cougars as she'll get a much needed bucket here for the Cougars. As Christofik will get in here for the Hornets. Back over to Marmos. Back over to Littlejohn. As it'll be off the feet of Gidgets and still in possession of the Hornets. Littlejohn will get into Marmos. With 3 seconds left to go on the shot clock, Christofik with the shot. No good. Oh, the shot clock goes off as the Hornets thought that they still had possession because the ball hit the rim, and Jones just hooks up in time and will find that pass. As Eberhardt will get the ball here in the corner as the foul is so the travel is called on Jai Brown. As Littlejohn will kick it over to Green, who gets it over to Marmos, who tries to find Shepos there in the corner, but not able to as Gidgets just knocks it out of bounds. As Christofik will get the ball back into Littlejohn. Littlejohn defended by Brown with 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. As Christofik with the three-point try herself is no good, and controlled by America down to Brown as the Cougars will run the floor. As gets it into Gidgets. Gidgets with a nice fake as she puts it up, but no good, but rebounded by Eberhardt. We'll try to get it back over to Emma Jones, but no, but is not able to as it's intercepted by the Hornets. As Littlejohn will control it here for the Hornets. Kicks over to Marmos. Back over to Shepos. Back over to Littlejohn, who throws it over to Marmos inside with a reverse layup, though, off the front of the rim, as she just threw that one up on the prayer. Back over to Christofik. Kicks over to Littlejohn. Tries to kick it back in again for Shepos, but no good as the Cougars looked like they had it last, and the ref will agree as it'll be possession arrow still in favor of the Hornets. As Campbell will check in for the Hornets, as well as Skylar Jones for the Cougars, and as Emma Jones will check out for the Cougars, and we'll get a rest here for a little while in this one. As Green will throw it up for the Hornets, but no good. As Skylar Jones will control on the fast break. Up to America. Spins. Campbell all over her. Finds her own rebound. As she's double teamed, triple teamed, but eventually the foul is called on Campbell on the reach in. So we'll stay with the Cougars here. As Marmos will check out for Sky Bayless, a first year out of Newmarket, Maryland, and Oakdale. As America will throw it up, but just off the front of the rim, her shot is no good. As Campbell will get the defensive rebound for the Hornets. As Bayless will try to control it. She's double teamed as Gidgets tried to get her hand in there, but just could not be able. was not able to, as Campbell will throw it up and will draw the foul here. So she'll go back to the line here for another free throw attempt. As she'll get 2 shots here from the line. Campbell's first shot is good, so her first make of the day. Her first shot goes in of the day. Campbell, no good on the second shot, so it's still a 20-point lead here for the Hornets. As Brown brings it up here for the Cougars, who kicks it over to Eberhardt, swings it back over to Brown. Swings over to Eberhardt. Oh, wide open down there in the post as she throws it up off the backboard for the easy layup, and is able to cut into this deficit here for the Cougars. With a little over 6.5 minutes left to go here in this last quarter of this one, as Campbell is double teamed, Gidget's able to find it on the turnover for the Cougars. Cougars on the fast break. Gidget throws the ball up and she's fouled here by the Hornets, so she'll go to the line for another set of shots.
Shenandoah foul charge number 24, Jessica Littlejohn, her first, team second. TD Jiggets at the line.
Gidget's first shot, no good, off the front and back of the rim. Second shot thrown up is good, off the back of the rim and in, so it's still 68-51 in favor of the Hornets, as the Cougars bring a little full court press. And Green able to control it. She throws it up, but the shot does not go down. But a foul is called though on the Cougars, so she'll go to the line here, another for 2 shots of her own. Green's first shot is good after rolling around on the rim for a while, but eventually falling in. Green's second shot goes down, nothing but net, so it'll be now 70-51 in possession of the arrow of the Hornets still, as the Cougars control the possession though. Gidget kicks it, is trying to find a shot though, excellently defended by the Hornets. Kicks it over to America. America throws it up, nothing but backboard, as it'll be still in favor of the Cougars, as the ball will have gone out here off of the Hornets. As Jones will kick it into Keisha Coleman. Coleman back over to Jones. Into Gidget, who says, "Give me the ball," as she's double teamed on the post, as she will turn the ball over, and it'll be another possession here for the Hornets. As Littlejohn will bring the ball up here for the last of this one with 5.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Coleman on Bayless. Littlejohn over to Christofik, who knocks down the 3, nothing but net to extend the lead here for the Hornets. As Gidgets will throw the ball up, but tipped by one of the Hornets. As she'll turn the ball back over, as the Hornets will retain the possession. Kicks over to Littlejohn from Bayless, as Gidgets finds the ball, and she'll get an open court as an easy layup, though no good. Is for she throws it up a little too strong, as the layup does not go, and it'll be Hornet ball here. Again, as the Cougars will make some substitutions, as Skylar Jones comes out as well as Gidgets. So Jaw A. Brown will come back in as well as Emma Jones. Littlejohn brings it up and controls it here for the Hornets. Back over to Green. Back over to Christofik. Back to Littlejohn. Back over to Bayless. Bayless trying to find Littlejohn in the post, but tipped by the Cougars, but Christofik able to find it. Back over to Green. Green with a three-point try. No good off the front of the rim. As Christofik gets the jump ball. As the Hornets will get possession here. And the Hornets will call a timeout here, so the Cougars will actually be able to talk it over. We're going to stay here as they take the 30-second timeout here on the with the fourth quarter coming to an end with only 4:14 left to go. We're going to stay here with you as this one comes to a conclusion. Looking at a few stats here towards the end of this one. Right now, Shenandoah leads Averett pretty much in every category, except for free throw percentages. Averett, as right now, actually is leading Shenandoah with 80% in terms of 61.5% from Shenandoah. Averett right now is 80% from the free throw line. One of the best that they've done in a long time. But right now, still trailing in everything else that they on the board, except for they have caused, or they have been a part of 20 turnovers. So high turnover rate here for the Cougars. So in the future they'll look to get that down as they'll try to get a little more success going here towards the end of this one. As the Hornets will get this one in. As after this one, stay tuned here on the Averett Sports Network for the start of the men's basketball game against Ferrum College. As Green gets the ball up but not able to get it to go. As Green will go back to the free throw line for another try of her own. But stay tuned after the conclusion of this one, as at 4:30 will be the start of the men's basketball game here in the Grant Center against Ferrum College. Green will knock down her first shot here, so it's now 74-51 in favor of the Hornets. With 4:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter, she'll knock down her second shot. So now 75-51. As Carmen Moore will get the ball into Brown. Brown screened by Moore. Brown with a little tiptoe up, but not able to find the bottom of the bucket. As Bayless able to control it, as she'll get it back over to Littlejohn. Kicks it over to her teammate, over to Christofik. Back over to Bayless. Back over to Christofik. Christofik with another three-pointer as she connects with nothing but net. And it's now 78-51 in favor of the Hornets here with a little less than 3.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. As Brown will control it here for the Cougars as America returns with a three of her own. So a much-needed three here to as the end and conclusion of this game comes to an end. As Littlejohn will control here for the Hornets. Back over to Christofik. Back over to Nesseltrot here, who checked in for the Hornets of the last time out. Bayless tries to get over to Nesseltrot and is able to. Nesseltrot shot from the corner, no good. As the Hornets now just moving it around, hoping to milk a little bit of the clock here with only 2.5 minutes left to go. As Littlejohn finds Campbell with another easy layup up and in for the Hornets. As Averett will call a timeout here. We'll be back here in a quick second here on the Averett Sports Network after this timeout. Center in favor of the Hornets as the clock will click down. As Gidgets will control it here for the Cougars. Gets over to America. America trying to find a shot. Swings it over to Keisha Coleman. Coleman throws it up, just not able to put it down. As the Hornets find a rebound, and as a baseball pass to Banks, Banks just not able to find the bottom of the bucket. As Littlejohn will control it with 1:59 left to go here in the fourth quarter. As Bayless will get it over to Nesseltrot. Back over to Littlejohn. Littlejohn with a three, no good. As Mariah will find the rebound with the Cougars coming out on a fast break, and Gidgets with the layup just not able to find the bottom of the bucket. Banks with the control is she'll slow up here, trying to find a foul, and as Bayless will get it over to Nesseltrot as it's tipped out of bounds by Gidgets. It'll be possession arrow in favor of the Hornets. Littlejohn in control of it with 1:20 left to go here in the second half. Back over to Nesseltrot. No good, but finds her rebound. Again, no good on the layup as Eberhardt intercepts the pass. Defended well by the Hornets. Gidgets on the rebound, and the shot goes in off the glass as she'll be able to find the bottom of the bucket for herself. As it's now 80-56. As Banks will control it here as the clock ticks down. Littlejohn controlling. Back over to Bayless. Back over to Littlejohn. As the clock will tick down as there are 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. As Littlejohn as the Hornets need to find a shot, but is fouled. Banks is fouled by Gidgets, so she'll go to the line for two. like I said earlier, fans, don't forget to tune in after this one, as we're going to see an exciting one here again in the Grand Center between the Averett University men's basketball team as they take on Ferrum here in the Grand Center later on here at start about 4:30-ish, as that'll be an exciting one here against a conference rival that the Cougars have faced many times. As Banks will knock down the second of her free throws, as she missed the first one, as Emma Jones not able to control that one, as she'll throw it up, she'll tip it out of bounds with 26 seconds left to go here to conclude this one. Looks like it'll be a win for the Hornets, as America on Nesseltrot. Back to Banks. Banks with an easy layup up and in. As Brown will control it, and Emma Jones. Looks like Skylar Jones now drives it in, throws it up, and as the buzzer will sound, and the basket goes. As she'll shoot a pair of free throws here to end this one with just 0.4 seconds left to go on the clock. As Gidgets will check in, as well as Brianna Sams for Brown and Emma Jones. Skylar throws it up and it goes in. So the Hornets, despite a fast start from the Cougars in the first quarter, take this one away from the Cougars here in the Grant Center. It's going to be another loss here for the Cougars as the Hornets take the win here, 83-59. Again, don't forget to tune in for the next game here in the Grant Center. It's the men's basketball team taking on the Ferrum College Panthers. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a little bit for the start of the first half of the men's game here in a little bit.